Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 365. We have the second half of that SP Authentic case from last week. That was rather quiet. We hit a couple like cool cards but wrong players type of scenarios where like the Duhame, Inscribed Future Watch Auto, and the was it Yan Unique on the Young Gun acetate. So if we hit better names, it would have been a really solid half, but we just didn't. So we have the other half. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Again, I'll just go through the box numbers here so you see that it's the exact same. You can see the boxes on the front. So just the extra transparency just so people, know that we're opening up the same half, because it kind of matters when you have a front half that doesn't look that great. So here we go. 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Good luck. Here we go. Let's go to random.org. Again, 3 times. Once. Twice. 3rd time. Michael on top. Dan on the bottom. And teams 3 times. I wonder what's the closest. I don't know why I have chaotic thoughts come to my mind when I do randoms, but like I wonder what the closest we've ever had to like an alphabetical list from a team random has been. All right, here we go. Once, twice, 3rd time. All right, Colorado on top, Washington on the bottom. Boston was a really solid team last week. So honestly, a lot of the big teams were quiet. Here we go. Michael, you have the Colorado Avalanche. Waylon with the Dallas Stars. They were actually arguably the best team in the break last week. Raymond with the Winnipeg Jets. Albert with the Florida Panthers. DS, you've got the Philadelphia Flyers. Dan Spiller with the Detroit Red Wings. Nice team there. Andy, you got the Ducks. Brandon, you've got the Bruins. Mike with the Flames. Danny with the, that's Danny Tran with the Arizona Coyotes. Alexander, you've got the Montreal Canadiens. Albert, you've got the Vegas Golden Knights. Jason with the Leafs. Raymond with the Sabres. Sam with the Blues. Mike with the Canucks. Riley, you've got the Islanders. Ryan with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Danny with Chicago. Brandon, you've got the Kings. Pierre Benoit with the Oilers. Carmine with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Chris with the Sharks. Bill, you've got the Rangers. Patty with the Kraken. They're actually pretty solid last week as well. Mark, you have the Hurricanes. Brandon with the Predators. Pierre Benoit with the Devils. Ryan with the Senators. Danny Tran with the Penguins. Jason with the Wild. And Dan Spiller with the Capitals. So, Brandon, you got a pretty good little random there. LA, Boston, and Nashville. Pretty solid. Let me get them into the team viewer, and we will be good to go. Should be correct. And just check a couple names, make sure. Yeah. I mean, hey, if you're going to get a team that has a really good rookie goalie, especially during a playoff run, not the worst. All right. Looks good. I believe this is good. Byfield, Jeannot, Tomasino as well. Yeah, Boston legitimately had, I think they have 4 base cards, but like, in terms of stack of cards, like they had I think for a single team, the largest. And then Dallas had the best break last week, I would say. They got a Future Watch auto, a Pavelski out of 99, and the Pavelski patch auto. But yeah, it was a shockingly quiet shockingly quiet half. So, alrighty. We had two total patches. One was the Pavelski patch auto to 50, and one was a Peugeot auto to 100. And the patch on that one was like a plain orange swatch. So it's just one of those cases, like, you know, you hit a different name, you're like really happy, but like even our red future watches, we got a Zegras, but like we got like Zegras Perfetti cylinder, but we didn't get. Oh, I think we got a Lucas Raymond as well, but you know, we missed out on some of the top names there too. This could be pretty explosive. I hope it is, at least, because it felt like the first half, you know, kind of lacked something. I'd say the worst team in the first half was probably Calgary, which lines up. Calgary's probably going to be popular next year, though. You'll have Peltier and Dustin Wolf, and Dustin Wolf's probably going to have some hype for a goalie. But the past couple years, Calgary's been kind of eh. All right, I think these are all separated. Cool. All right, let's get started because we got a second break coming up. Here we go. We'll start off with, I guess, box one. 755 on the serial numbers. Here we go. Let's see. Like, I just want to see. The reason why you open SP Authentic is to see a big Future Watch auto. So that's what I want to see. I think it's pretty straightforward. You know, you open Future Watch product, you want Future Watch. Here we go. All of our autos were on the right stack, I want to say. Except for like one box. But yeah, love the new format this year. It's a much better break. Here we go. I'm gonna put die cuts in their own pile and top load and sleeve them after, unless it's like a big name, by the way. So starting off with a limited red Future Watch of Radish for the Lightning, Pageantry of Pedersen for the Canucks, and True Leaders of Getzlaf for the Ducks. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do those here. Yeah. Base red of Sagan for the Stars, limited to 99 for the Arizona Coyotes of Clayton Keller, and a Byfield on the top prospects. We'll put them here for now. Sleeve up the Keller. Had a heck of a year for Arizona. These I actually really like the look of these limited base to 99. The gold background looks super nice. The Future Watch ones are really, I think they're pretty clean. Pedersen for the Stars. Ooh, tier 3 Spectrum FX of Cole Perfetti for the Jets. I think there's still some people doing the bounties, so that one is actually pretty solid now. Tier 3s are really, really tough to pull. I forget the exact pull rate, but I know there's at least a couple local groups here that are looking for that. What are Spectrum? What are tier 3s again? They're 1 in 160? Yeah, 1 in 160. So pretty tough to get. Well, it's one per case. It's a case hit. I actually think that we didn't even get a ton of like 2s. All right, here we go. We got a top prospects green coming up. Limited of Burns for the Sharks. Caulfield on the pageantry for the Habs, and Veleno on the top rookies. On the green top rookies for the Red Wings. So it's about a think they're about 1 in 60 if I remember. And a blue top rookies right after that. 5, 6. Kalen Addison on the limited Future Watch. Seth Jarvis on the pageantry rookie, and Nico Dawes on the top rookies blue. Did I put anything in here that didn't need to? I don't know. I'll have to go through that after, but I just have my individual sleeve and top load in. I'll check the pageantry Jarvis as well. That one might be a bulk top load situation, but all right. Starting off with an auto. Oh, this guy's tearing it up right now. Tyler Bertuzzi for the Red Wings. Holtz on the pageantry and Giroux on the True Leaders. Devils, Flyers. Yep, Flyers. Not a bad auto. I mean, again, when we were talking about like I think it was a Yarncroke auto being one of our better autos from the first half, you know we got room for improvement today. All right, pack 2. So normally the next pack will be an auto. Limited red of Lee for the Islanders, Stützle on the pageantry, and Tuft on the top rookies. Tuft is Stars, Stützle is Senators. I think I said the first one. Die cut coming up. Well, for the Florida Panthers, that's a pretty decent Future Watch. Spencer Knight. Kind of dropped in value a little bit, but Bossy for the Islanders, Suzuki for the Habs. Kind of dropped in value a little bit just because he's not playing, but... And hopefully he gets through whatever he needs to get through and comes back and... you know, if he comes back and plays, that's great, and especially because he's really solid, so... All right. Ooh, die cut blue. I think these look pretty sharp. Jeannot on the limited Future Watch for the Bolts. Grubauer for the Kraken on the pageantry. Oh, that's really clean with the Leafs. Marner on the blue die cut. These are really, really nice. That blue on blue is phenomenal. Like the foiling and stuff, that card pops. I know I say it a lot, but like that card in particular with the color match, that looks phenomenal. Little bit of soft corners on it, but not horrible. Here, that corner's a little bit soft. The edges aren't the best, but it's a die cut card. Like it happens. Those are beautiful. All right, so this box already probably has like it has our best auto, I would say. And like the Perfetti's been the best Spectrum effects, so already a massive improvement. Letang with Spectrum effects of Laine for the Blue Jackets and Raymond on the top rookies for the Red Wings. So there we go, box 1. That is the start that we were hoping for. Box 2. Or sorry, well, box 2 of the break, but box 3 of the case. And we number them all and roll the dice to see which ones were in what break. I can get my fingers to cut in here. I got it with the knife, but it just didn't flare up like it normally does. There we go. Let's see what's in this box. So it seems like the right side packs have the autos. And if I were to guess, it would be this pack and it was this pack. So it's normally those two. Oh, this pack is stubborn. There we go. Limited red Future Watch of Tarasov. Cam York on the pageantry rookie and Kupari for the Kings. Tarasov for the Blue Jackets. Limited red of Petrie. Future Watch Justus Annunen for the Avs. So a little bonus Future Watch there. Lee for the Islanders. The true leaders. Hey, who knows? Maybe Georgiev will go down and it'll be Annanen's ship. And he pops off and they win a cup again. And his non-auto Future Watch pops off. There's a world in what that happens. Beckman for the Wild. Again, player I quite like, but hobby value hasn't been super high. Niels Lundqvist on the tier 2. Spectrum Effects. And Hischier for the Devils. All right. Got a base red. Who's it going to be? Eeli Tolvanen for the Predators. Sam Reinhart for the Panthers. And Ross Colton for the Bolts. Alexei Protas for the Capitals. Wyatt Kilinik on the pageantry rookie for Chicago. And Kachuk for the Flames on the die cut. Die cut will go up. All right. I think we slid the autos correctly to the back. Rantanen for the Avs. Yossi for the Predators. And Lecision for Vegas on the blue top rookies. Future Watch red. Yep. Mike Hardman for Chicago. Mark Messier for the Rangers, and Shane Pinto for the Senators. Oh yeah, we hit 2 redemptions in the first half as well. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks, Crosby on the Spectrum FX for the Penguins, and Ovechkin for the Capitals on the die cut. All right, this should be the first auto. It's a retro. Who's it going to be? Pod Colson for the Canucks, numbered 87 of 99 on the 2011-12 Future Watch. Nice little Pod Colson there for the Canucks. Again, already I think 2 better autos than our entire 8-box case last time, and we're 2 boxes in. So, Pacioretty and Horvat for the Canucks. Pacioretty was for Vegas. All right, last pack. Should be maybe a base Future Watch. Nope. Oh, these are pretty rare, I think. SP Chirography of Cole Perfetti for the Jets. I believe these are super rare. Like 1 per every 320 packs, and Perfetti is a group B too, so really tough pull. 1 in 1,226 packs. Sam, I will put the name list up in 1 second. That was, again, 3 autos out of 4 autos I'd say are better than our entire. Okay, so we'll put this one. I think we'll keep the order like this. This is the hardest hit to pull. This is probably the biggest name auto for now of the 3, and then yeah, Pinto for the Senators and Darling for the Sharks. Well, I guess Perfetti's the biggest, but there we go. All right, just gonna put the base cards away, but yeah, much better start. So. Also, a fun fact from the first half is that we only had enough base cards to do. There's one team that I actually had to go into the box that we opened up for our first look to get a base card for, I think it's Colorado. So, kind of funny. All right, next box. 82, box number 4. But yeah, much better half is, as I was expecting. Like, And like hoping as well, not just expecting, but Bergeron's making his playoff debut. All right, let's do the same thing again. So is this pack and this pack. Assuming everything stays the same. I don't know. I like saving the. I like kind of building up throughout the box. So, all right, here we go. Philip Gustafson, nice one there for the Senators. Kessel for the Yotes and Lundell for the Panthers. Panthers probably get a ton of cards between Knight and Lundell. Ooh, we got a retro bronze or gold to 150 coming up here. Scheifele for the Jets. Joe Veleno for the Red Wings to 150 on the retro. And Dylan Larkin for the Red Wings on the True Leaders. There we go. Cool little Veleno there. All right, we'll go back to full screen here. What we got hiding in here? Who's this red gonna be? Hendrix Lapierre for the Capitals. Darlene on the Spectrum FX Future Watch for the Sharks, and Zach Jones for the Rangers. Ooh, green die cut. Unfortunately, it's not a team with green in their colors, because that just would have looked a lot nicer. McDavid on the limited red for the Oilers. Letang for the Penguins on the pageantry. And yeah, these like color matched would be phenomenal. Pasternak for the Bruins. Like the Marner one looks so good. I honestly, like that's one thing I hope is like a long-term thing for sports cards. I know the print cost would be higher, but for like higher end products, doing a parallel set that is specifically like team colored for the parallel, I think that just looks so sick. You know, it just gives it that a little bit more of a unique look. Ooh, we have a blue for a blue team right behind it. Green would have worked here as well, but Weatherby for the Sharks, Denisenko for the Panthers, and Quinn Hughes for the Canucks, the blue on blue. Love, 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 love these die cuts. But yeah, this is already, I'd say, like 10 times better than our first half. It was rough, not gonna lie. Toffoli for the Habs, Olofsson for the Sabres, and McDavid for the Oilers. Never a bad thing when you get a McDavid insert. Oops, cider blue coming up. We're getting good base parallels in this box. Darlene for the Sharks. Darlene for the Sharks on the pageantry rookie, and Cider on the top rookies blue for the Red Wings. There we go. Next pack. Sam, just making sure you got your team. No, I threw the team viewer up there, but just double checking. Teravainen for the Hurricanes. Marc-Andre Fleury for Chicago, and Jack Hughes for the Devils on the die cut. The list is what it is like listed now. Like this is the list. Ooh, 79, just missing that numbered one. Tyce Thompson, Tage's brother for the Devils. Coffee for the Oilers. Caulfield for the Habs. So yeah, you don't have to worry about losing the Habs. The only times we'll need random from this point on is if we have like multiple teams on a card. So, all right. Oh, I think we got a Future Watch Black. I think I think. Nope, just a base auto black of Victor Olofsson for the Sabres. Still really cool. Like the gold on black ink, but you know, thought it would have been a future. I guess the Future Watch auto blacks are all black. Those are nice. Yeah, the Habs are good, especially because we didn't get a ton of Caulfield stuff in the first half. O'Reilly for the Blues and Bear Boulay for the Lightning. So I think we've got more Caulfield inserts through 3 boxes than the entire first bit of that one. So 267 on the box number here. Let's see. I mean, again, we've seen some cool parallels so far, some much better autos. That was our weakest box, but even then we had some nice parallels. The retro is cool. The autos weren't the best, but they definitely weren't the worst. It's 3 and 1. Here we go. 67. Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. Is Tyce Thompson, yeah. Fingers crossed we get you an auto. Dorofeev for Vegas. Vasilevsky for the Bolts. And Unique for the Coyotes. That are like the clear-cut Future Watches. Those would both be nice. Grubauer for the Kraken. Adam Fox and Niels Lundqvist, number 35 of 399 of Future Icons. Kind of ironic that Lundqvist got traded. And Ovi for the Capitals. But he's definitely... I feel like the Future Icons used to be to 199. I don't know why. That's just my memory. Kupari for the Kings. Ross Colton on the Tier 2 Spectrum FX. And Shane Pinto for the Senators. Will the Leafs close it out tomorrow? Will they actually do the thing? Hurdle for the Sharks. Marner for the Leafs. And Zahorna for the Penguins. I don't know. I feel like, you know, they kind of won a game that they had no business of winning, which was the exact opposite of their entire previous other playoff runs where they played really well and got goalied. Tuft for the Stars. Lundell for the Panthers and Pacioretty for Vegas. But then they went ahead and again started off rough in the next game and came back and down 4-1. Oh, I think we might have got our auto slots wrong here. Yeah, we did. Matthew Phillips for the Flames. I hope that he gets NHL game time. He's kind of shown everything he needs to show at the AHL level. Does it have his height listed on the back of the card? No. That is literally the only thing holding him back from being a full-time NHLer. Like, legitimately the only thing that's holding him back is his height at this point. And maybe Daryl Sutter. But Heiskanen for the Stars and Tkachuk for the Senators. Very, very talented forward. Absolutely crushing the AHL. Just he's short. Krause for the Penguins. Troy Terry for the Ducks. And Raymond for the Red Wings. That almost slid off there. Cool. All right. Or maybe we have a bonus auto in this box. But definitely an auto out of its usual placements. This actually could end up being an auto. It is. Miro Heiskanen on the pageantry auto for the Stars. All right, they mixed up what packs it was in. So there's just a regular pageantry in behind. But nice Heiskanen auto. Our auto quality is so much better. Holy cow. I guess we had the Mark Zone pageantry. That probably was our biggest name. Like auto. But nice Heiskanen. And these cards, the foiling is like really trippy on it. Gibson for the Ducks. Allison for... This has like a Don't know if that'll come off. It's like, I think if you like pick at it a little bit, it'll come off, but looks like he's got eye black on. It's kind of like the foiling stuck to it or something. So, all right, they put the autos in different slots here. Batherson for the Senators, Byfield on the pageantry rookie for the Kings, and Bo Horvat for the Canucks on the True Leaders blue. And last pack of the first half. Well, we got the autos wrong, but they're still half decent. Bear Boulay for the Lightning, Gilmore for the Leafs on the pageantry, and Perfetti for the Jets. So there we go. Base cards in there. Let's go ahead and shrink this down. I'm just going to move these out of the way. Over here. You know what? Perfect. Alrighty, here we go. Box 5, which was box 8 of the case. Yeah, like I said, first half was extremely rough, so this half was bound to be pretty solid. It was due. Some would say overdue. Okay, these packs got a little bit twisted up in here, so we might have some corner damage. Hopefully not, but those were pretty, like, bent, so... Luckily, that's normally the side that isn't the autographs. All right, we're gonna leave the autos in their slot on this one. What corner was it? It was this would be the bottom right corner or bottom left corners of the cards. So we'll see. These ones look okay. They look okay. I'll get a closer look though. Lucas Raymond on the Future Watch red. Pageantry rookie of Lundqvist for the Rangers. Yeah, corners look fine. They might be a little soft, but like that's me being really picky. So, and Landeskog for the Avs. Like, is probably it's a little soft, but like you could get that out of a regular pack and you probably wouldn't be able to notice it a ton, or you just assume that it's like, I don't know. It's within the margin that you'd expect. You know, you hope for a perfect PSA 10, but like that probably is a 9. So we'll keep monitoring though. Who is this? This is a red. Yossi. Again, same thing. Yeah, corner's fine. Joey Keane for the Hurricanes on the Future Watch, and McTavish for the Ducks. Looks okay. So that's 2 non-numbered or non-autoed Future Watches in this half. And this one might be the worst one just because that's pretty scrunched up. But if there's no damage, then I'd say we're doing pretty good. Well, there's an auto in this one. Denisenko for the Panthers. Ylönen for the Habs. Not the Hab you want to see, but you'll take it. And McDavid for the Oilers. This McDavid's got a little bit of a soft corner, but it's within the same error as like, it's the same as the Marner. So I wouldn't say it's a box that made the difference. The Ylönen, I think, is fine. Yeah, it looks okay. Let me sleeve and top load that. Leaving it looks fine. Yep. Well, the auto stayed fine, so hey. That's good. Not the Hab you wanted to get, but it's an auto. Like, if you hit an auto in a break, you're pretty happy, I would say. Marner for the Leafs. Hurdle for the Sharks, and Vasilevsky for the Bolts. I mean, at least relative to not hitting an auto, right? Decision for Vegas, Sider on the Pageantry rookie for the Red Wings, and Holtz for the Devils. All right. This is this side, so this could be an auto. Yep, it's a limited. Well, we're at Dallas. Hopefully you like Heiskanen. Whalen. Dallas, could you imagine having Dallas in the master case? Heiskanen for the Stars on the auto. You would have 2 Heiskanen autos, a Future Watch auto of Damiani, a Pavelski auto out of 99, and a Pavelski patch auto out of 50. Well, hey, we're twinning. Let's see how his autograph differs. Not a ton. Raymond for the Red Wings and Stamkos for the Lightning. So Dallas was the team to have apparently in this master case. But this inner, pretty good. You got the got 2 Heiskanen autos. I think you take that. Barkov for the Panthers, Kane for Chicago, Addison on the blue top rookies. What is his? Because Heiskanen's one of those ones that he might actually be a short print. Base limited autograph set. Oh no, he's group E. So he's actually one of the easier base autos to get. Where's Pageantry? And group D. Oh no, so he's actually, oh, I guess Pageantry is not the easiest, but second easiest group. Still cool. Oh, wrong Red Wing. But Veleno for the Red Wings on the Future Watch auto with the Vancouver, well, Vancouver-ish area phone code 466. At least not after the 604. So nice Veleno with a Kopitar and a Perunovic, Kings and Blues. It's funny because 2 out of the 3 Red Wings are really good to get, and then the third one's like, you know, you hope you could get more. But 3 out of box, Ference for the Predators, Ehlers for the Jets, and Matthews for the Leafs. 3 out of box with like, I'd say an average to slightly below average Future Watch, below average Retro Future Watch, and a Heiskanen. I'd say that's a like solid box. Voracek for Columbus, Lindholm for the Flames, and Eklund for the Sharks. So, all right. This was box 11 and 202. I just want to point out that like this, the 11 does not stand out in person. Like on the camera, it looks so much more clear, where in person, it's like, it's hard to make out what number it is. I'm honestly looking at my monitor. Pull a Senators auto. All right, I will try. I will manifest a, let me just take a quick look at the checklist here. Let's manifest a Parker Kelly. Not the best one, but mid-tier. Not even mid-tier, but just NHLer. 202. If we hit a Parker Kelly, then we're going to go back to that auto swap, by the way. If we hit a Parker Kelly, I am going to go buy a lottery ticket before the next break. So I will have to take a little bit of a longer break between them. Neighbors for the Blues, Eklund for the Sharks, and Aho on the blue die. Okay, I'm just putting the blue die cuts over there because we're getting all of the blue die cuts apparently. Limited red of Ryan O'Reilly. Future Watch of Tommy Novak for the Predators. 191. Okay, I'm just curious because I believe he was listed twice on the checklist. Yeah, he's listed at 172 and 191. So I don't know if he has a second one, but yeah. Tommy Novak. I keep on forgetting to check for that. Again, 191. With a Lecision behind it. Sorry. It's 172, right? Yeah, he has two apparently. Huh. So, sorry, 1 second. We're flipping this over. Team random. He's got two. So there's 172. 191. And it's the same player. Huh. I thought it was just a checklist error, but no, he has two. All right. I need to note that in my hockey card trivia because that's a fun little note. Which one's his true rookie then? Like, Bernard Docker for the Senators, Hardman for Chicago, and Hischier for the Devils. Hardman is the tier 1 Spectrum FX. But which one, like legitimately, which one would classify, would you count as, I think you'd have to count both as his true rookie. You can't really say one's better than the other. They're both the same. Barzal for the Islanders, Kaprizov for the Wild, and Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. That's wild. Well, technically it's Predator, but... Olivier Giroux for the Ducks. Well, Benoit Olivier Giroux and Ovechkin for the Capitals. And Mo Seider for the Red Wings on the top rookies. Oh yeah, he looked good. Like, end of the year. It's just weird that he is, you know, 2 on the checklist. Makar for the Avs. Perfetti for the Jets on the pageantry. And Phillips for the Flames. I'll be curious to see if he repeats his success next year. Or if it was just like, hey, he had his career year this year. But red, Felix Sandstrom for the Flyers. Tomasino, there we go, for the Predators. And Mercer for the Devils. Yeah, especially because they're like, if one was autoed and one was not autoed, I don't know, that'd be even weirder. Fiala for the Wild, Mitchie Marner for the Leafs, and Aho for the Hurricanes. All right, auto time. This is our future watch. Is it inscribed? No, not inscribed. But it is. Camera focus. Redeems Zahorna for the Penguins. All right. Gallagher for the Habs. Yossi for the Predators. I mean, hey, if he stays with the Leafs and pops off next year, maybe he'll be their new Michael Bunting. That's a really big if. I'm just clarifying that. I want to see a big vet auto. That's what I want to see here. That's a retro sign of the times, I think. And it's a center, so there's potential. There's potential. Cousins? Yep, Dylan Cousins on the retro sign of the times. I believe this is an update. I believe that's an update. Matthews for the Leafs and Draisaitl for the Oilers. I think this is technically a rookie year one. Doesn't... It doesn't say on the back what set it's from, but it says 2021 as the copyright. So I would guess that it is gonna be last year, so that'd be rookie year? Correct? I think that'd be a rookie year Cousins auto. Well, that's kind of like in the... Here, let me move the Heiskins over into the good recap pile. Because I think he was a redemption last year, right? Cousins. Sign of the Times retro from 2000-2001. Dylan Cousins. Yep, that is a update from last year. So that's rookie year. Nice. Again, much better half. I still say we'd like to see one more big Future Watch auto. Spencer Knight's not bad. The Podkolzin retro's not bad either. But like, you know, you just want one of the like super big names. You know, like Parker Kelly. No, like a Swayman would be nice. Obviously we take Perfetti, Caulfield, Raymond, those types of players, but all right, 75, like a Byfield. We're gonna go to the same 1 and 3 because I like saving the autos for the end. Yeah, I mean, you'll take anything with ink at this point. To be fair, haven't you kind of like crushed the non-ink stuff at this point? Like I think you've crushed the non-ink stuff. Yeah, well, Nashville has. Boston's been kind of quiet actually. Drysdale for the Ducks on the limited. Up here for the Capitals. Sillinger for the Blue Jackets. There's been a couple LA things. There's been I'm just thinking of Nashville, I guess, is the thing. And I'm just like, oh, well, LA and Boston surely have done well, but not looking back, like thinking back on it, they haven't. Vrana. Kaprizov to 99 for the Wild. That's pretty cool. With a True Leaders of Jared Spurgeon for the Wild. This set would be pretty cool to complete, the 99s. These look really clean. Really, like, they actually have that, like... I hate saying, like, premium feel, but they do actually have that premium feel. All right, do we have a bonus auto? Doesn't look like it. McTavish for the Ducks on the red. Tice Thompson for the Devils on the... Spectrum Effects, and Phillips for the Flames. Well, Flames had a really rough first half of this case, but this second half they turned up a little bit. Pacioretty for Vegas, Pavelski for the Stars, and Ranta for the Avs. I feel like Dallas has just been insane without having like good rookies. Vejmelka for the Yotes, Gordie Howe on the pageantry for the Red Wings, and Marner for the Leafs. This little Gordie Howe pageantry. And those pageantry cards, they feel different on the front. Like foily cards, you know, normally have that like kind of, you know what texture the foil cards have if you've like held them, and they just don't have that feel. They have the SP Authentic like flat feel. DeBrincat for Chicago, Markstrom for the Flames, and Draisaitl on the blue for the Oilers. We're hitting all of the blue die cuts. We didn't hit a single one in our first half too, which is kind of funny. Lassie Thompson for the Senators. Well, it's not ink, but it's a Senator at least. Addison for the Wild. Denisenko for the Panthers. Red of Hischier for the Devils, Clayton Keller for the Yotes, and Patrick Kane for Chicago. All right, auto time. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's essentially SP Authentic in a nutshell, is good ink or bust. Well, it's a Future Watch auto. Matthias Samuelsson for the Sabres. Larkin for the Red Wings, and Giordano for the Kraken. You know, if you were to open this up last year, Samuelson would have been like scrub, but he is a very good defenseman who won't have any hobby love. So his hobby value didn't really change a ton, I don't think, but his on-ice value is actually really good. All right, what do we have here? We got something, got a base auto. Who's it going to be? For the Habs, Nick Suzuki. That's not bad. That's not bad. Nick Suzuki auto. Oh, Alex, it's not a Caulfield, but you take the captain. With a Modano and a Lapierre. Definitely a much better half. Definitely a much better half. What group is he? He is a Group E. So, easiest one to get. All right. There are 2 people in chat wanting autos. So we need a Senator and we need a Predator, a Bruin, or a King. Who's oh, it's Fox and Lundqvist, right? I don't know why I was thinking we got the. There's a feather in my face. Why is there? Sorry, I lost my train of thought because there's just like this little piece of like feather or dust or something that just was like floating like that right in front of my eyes. 6 auto box, let's go. Yeah, that's the dream. That's the dream. Box 664 here. Let's just get the Future Watch patch auto mystery black of Swayman and then a Parker Kelly inscribed Future Watch auto. I think that satisfied both of you. All right. Jokes aside, good luck. Hopefully we get a couple different teams here. Turcotte for the Kings, Bergeron for the Bruins, and Bernard Docker for the Senators. The real get for the Senators would be a Shane Pinto. That'd be a pretty nice one. Nice Turcotte for the Kings, though. Perfetti. Fleury for the Jets. Toffoli for the Habs, numbered 71 of 99. Giroux for the Flyers. The Caulfield we pulled in our first look was numbered 71 of 99 as well. So we've pulled 2 of the Habs 71 limiteds out of 99. In 15 boxes. Or, sorry, 17 boxes. Joey Keane on the red. Phillips on the FX for the Flames. Tuft for the Stars. I do want to see one big auto to end it off. I don't care who it's for. I want one big auto. But I'll always want one big auto. Unless we've had an entire, I mean, even if we've had an entire case. Patrick Kane for Chicago, Jamie Drysdale for the Ducks, and Newhook on the green for the Avs. Even if we've had an entire case, it's really good. I'll still want one big autograph. Just because, you know, could always do one more. Dawson Mercer for the Devils. This one is arguably the worst of the like red kind of splotchiness on them. I haven't really called it out much, but just it is worth noting on some of the Spectrum or the red Future Watches. There's just like this little red border up here that looks, I think it's just the back ink. Yeah, it's just the back ink got stuck. So just as a heads up, Holtz on the pageantry and Kupari on the blue top rookies. And a reminder, this break has team sets with it, so. Merzlikins with for the Blue Jackets, the Petrie for the Habs, and a Couture for the Sharks. Again, if you were shut out, you will get an overtime pack. Starting to slowly run out of those. Duhaime for the Wild. Teravainen for the Hurricanes. Ovechkin for the Capitals. On the blue die cut. Another die cut. This time it's the opposite of Ovechkin. Limited red of Tavares. Aho on the Spectrum FX and Crosby on the die cut for the Penguins. Here we go. Auto 1. No patch, so my prediction is not right. Oh, it's just off the inscribed. 64. All right, who's it going to be? Kalen Addison for the Minnesota Wild. Well, kind of like a mid-tier guy. Although his play this year has not been great, but in the right system. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks and Chinnikov for Columbus. Last pack. Let's hope for something big. Again, it was a much stronger break. We did get a couple really cool autos, some really rare autos at that too with the Perfetti. But let's get something big. It is for the Nashville Predators, Eeli Tolvanen. Well, Busy, you got your auto. Ironically, it was Nashville that cleaned up for you out of those 3 teams. But Tolvanen, you know what? Tolvanen's not bad because he's doing well in Seattle. So we'll do a recap here. We got a pageantry of Huberdeau and Drysdale on the top rookies. So we'll do a recap. Let me get the base cards tucked away. And then, yeah. So much, much better half than our first break. Still, the overall master case was kind of underwhelming, but that happens from time to time. So again, they can't all be like absolutely insane because then the product would just skyrocket in price or just be higher in price to begin with. So it's one of those like weird kind of balance things. So let's do a recap. So some of our cool parallels. I'm just going to highlight the die cuts of blues just for a minute because they look really sharp, especially when you have the color match. The greens are cool as well, but again, the color match would be sick. I mean, just look how cool this Marner one looks with the all blue. That's a cool looking parallel. Some other notable stuff: Raymond Limited Red Future Watch, Toffoli and Kaprizov and Clayton Keller were our base gold limited to 99. We hit the Tommy Novak Future Watch, non-auto, the numbered 191 one, Joey Keane, and Justus Annunen. So we had 3 like additional future watches, not autoed, but future icons of Fox and Lundqvist, retro of Veleno to 150, and Perfetti on our tier 3 Spectrum FX. And then for our autos, well, let's go here. Tolvanen, Addison on the future watch, Samuelson on the future watch, Zahorna on the future watch, Veleno on the future watch, Ylönen on the retro future watch, Phillips on the future watch, Mystery Black of Olofsson for the Sabres, Tice Thompson for the Devils on the future watch, and Bertuzzi for the Red Wings on the Sign of the Times. So kind of like our ranging from to that's okay autos. Our kind of good autos, Suzuki, and then double the Muros with the Cousins. Honestly, this might end up being the top hit of the break, like in terms of value long term, but I think it's still probably the night for now. But this is a rookie your cousin Sign of the Times Future Watch auto. It's an update this year. Third best hit. We'll go with the Podkolzin. Podkolzin on the retro Future Watch to 99. Second best hit. You know what? We're going to put the Knight as the second best hit. Again, base Future Watches normally hold the best value, but the chirographies are really, really tough to hit. Perfetti's a good player, so send on that one. Cool. Group break 365 done. 364 coming up next.